YouTube, so I know I haven't posted any worthwhile videos since my 2000 push-up challenge, and that's for a reason. I think it's because I lost motivation, which is honestly like really easy to do, especially when you're doing like workout stuff. It's so easy to fall out of it. But after just like a simple conversation I had with my coworker, I've kind of gotten motivated again to start doing like a. I work out, do like push-ups and pull ups, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing still. But now I'm motivated to actually start like kind of like a program, I guess you can say. And I'm making it up though, and I'm curious to see what kind of results I get. And basically, our conversation was about like she lost 40 pounds, and I used to be skinny. At one point, I was like 120 pounds, and I'm 5'10", so that's really skinny. And I gained 50 pounds. That was a couple years ago. But since then, I'm down to like 156. I've been about the same weight. Um, my body fat percentage is about like 17%. Which, if that doesn't mean anything to you, it's not that bad. You can still be pretty fit, but like you can't have like abs and certain things. Your body isn't gonna be like all that tone. So that's the first thing I want to improve on is getting it down to like maybe 10%. And if you want to check that, there's pharmacies like in grocery stores or whatever that usually have machines. You can check your weight, body percent, blood pressure, all that. So if you're curious where you're starting at, yeah, there's that for you. And yeah, and dieting is like 90% of body fat. So I need to start cutting down on saturated fats, which if you wanted to, if you didn't know, that's bad fat. So same with trans fats or unsaturated, saturated are both bad. Trans fat, I think, is the good one. Yeah, those are on food labels, but I'm trying to cut those out, but still maybe gain a little bit of weight, which is gonna be tricky. So, yeah, I don't know. My diet's gonna. I'll talk about my diet later, hopefully in the video. For now, like I'm hungry, and if you're a skinny guy like me, like 156, 5'10", 5'11", you want to eat like, and you're trying to gain weight, you want to eat like 2 to 3 hours a day, every 2 to 3 hours. I mean, yeah. So right now, for my workout, I'm just making something simple, a couple sandwiches, and yeah, I'll talk more about what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna eat this first. So yeah. I guess the number one thing I can talk about is just staying hydrated. I mean, it's an obvious one, but since this is kind of like a budget video of like working out on a budget, I mean, that's water. Like, how much do you usually pay for water? But it's important for all your normal functions, obviously, muscle recovery, muscle function. You can get ripped, but if you're dehydrated, your muscles aren't going to be working properly because the water interacts with your muscles, and you'll look, if you don't have the water, you'll look buff and you'll still be fucking. I don't know how to explain it, but you can go look that shit up. Um, I don't know about drinking as much as they say. I think whenever you're thirsty, you drink it. You don't have to like fucking drown poison your body with water or some shit. But yeah, besides that, after my workout, um, I got another bottle here. That's just whey protein. You can go to your local grocery store and buy a cheap one for like, I bought this for $17. It's basically just, yeah, whey protein. That helps in recovery. So after you do your workout, whatever it is, for me, today it's pull ups and push ups because it's an off day. Um, Say you're gonna lift weights, do all that, and then within the next 20-30 minutes, have put 2 scoops of whey in water or milk, whatever, and make sure you drink that for recovery, especially if you want to put on weight. Stop. No. And yeah. Besides that, like I said, eat every 2 to 3 hours if you're trying to gain weight. Um, I also bought other stuff for if you're a skinny guy like me and you want to gain weight. This was about like $4. It's just a box of granola. I bought it because it's low in fat and it's just another thing you can have that'll help out. And another thing I want to say is after you do your workout, besides the whey, you want to have some protein. Um, Sorry, my fucking dog won't leave me alone. Bogey, no. Yeah, you want carbs or carbohydrates. This can be like some kind of fruit, apples. I usually have bananas because it's the best one and it's simple. Bogey, fuck off. Knocking my shit over. Another thing, if you're on the go, you can buy something like this. These are kind of expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, I just bought a bunch of these bars, whey protein bars. Yeah, like I said, on the go, you don't really have time. You buy those. Just fuck off. My dog. Hey, Bogey, Bogey, Bogey. Fuck off, Bogey. Not right now, okay? You're being a little cunt. Sit. Hey, Bogey, sit. So I know there are other things that are good. If you were trying to gain weight, like macadamia nuts, fucking avocados, peanut butter. But I mean, those are all high in fat, so I'm avoiding them. One thing I did buy was a bunch of tuna. It's low in fat, high in protein, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. It's a pretty good one for protein. Tuna. It's pretty simple to make. Not too expensive. And like I said, if you're on a budget like me, um, yeah, that's a pretty good thing to have. Yeah, and make like I said, if you're not worried too much about fat like I am, just find stuff that's maybe high in protein or high in calories, not too unhealthy. Just eat whatever you can every 2 to 3 hours. And if you think you can't gain weight and you're skinny, trust me, you can. Like when I did this two years ago, I didn't really care what I ate. I just fucking ate it, and that's how I gained 50 pounds from like the beginning of September to December. And I worked out too, so I didn't look too bad. But right now, I'm not focusing on that too much. I'm focusing on like eating healthier, trying to burn fat. That's why I'm not trying to eat too much of that kind of stuff. So yeah, and when I said this is an in between day for me, that meant like yesterday I did some interval training, whatever. Um, there's a lot of stuff on the internet about it. If you don't know what it is, obviously you should look it up. It's a pretty big thing. It doesn't take too much of your time, but does a lot for results. It's better than running. Like it does. It's like sprinting for 20 minutes and doing some other exercises does more than running for like 10 miles or something. I don't know. But yeah, look that up for sure. I'm doing that kind of thing. I might make a video on it. I'm not sure, but I probably do that every other day. It's not something you want to do every day. But it's good for your heart and all that. So yeah, interval training. There you go. Yeah, and I don't know. I just wanted to. This video is my starting point. So I want to see what kind of results I have. I'm at 70% body fat. What did I say? 156 pounds. So I'll update you on all of that and see. You'll know if the shit I'm talking about actually works, because I'm gonna stick to like a strict diet, like not too much saturated fats, and I'm gonna be exercising a lot, trying to burn off fat. Yeah, and I won't show you my workouts because like I have videos of what I do. It's fucking basically this shit. It's on a trampoline, and I guess since I'm doing like a budget video, this just proves that you can do workouts like for no money, pretty much. Like I use that shit. Come on, for pull ups, and I do push ups. They're complex workouts. They burn fat. They work out all kinds of different muscle groups. So if you're not trying to get ripped, they're good workouts to get you in shape, which is what's important to me right now. I might eventually move on to go back to weightlifting, but for now I'm doing this just to burn fat. And yeah, and I shouldn't be using too much money on this whole thing. The most expensive thing is going to be the food, which I mean shouldn't be too much of a problem. Um, but I just want to share this with you to know that if you want to get in shape, if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, um, or not necessarily get in shape, but look a little better than you are. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, and it doesn't cost too much money. All it requires is the motivation from you, the effort, and yeah, basically you can do whatever the fuck you want if you put your mind to it. Sorry for swearing, but yeah, that's really all I wanted to say for this video. My dog's a little asshole. Fuck you, Buggy. Alright, see you guys later.